So at last, I'm going to attempt to film my 2020 favorites. I've really been procrastinating with this because when I start to get my thoughts together about standout products for me for 2020, I just don't feel that enthusiastic about anything. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not obsessed about anything. I don't guess. Alright, so I'm going to begin with the first thing that comes to my head is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I used up a bottle of that this year, and that was a really good bottle of foundation. I haven't bought it again because I have so many foundations. One that I did buy this year that I heard mixed reviews on, and I think that's why I bought it, is because I heard mixed reviews on it. And there's one person in particular, if she does not like something, that means I probably will. And so that foundation was and she very rarely says anything negative. So when she says something negative, I run out and buy it. I bought the NARS, is it Soft Matte? Is that what it was called? In Sahal. Yeah, the Soft Matte. That stood out to me this year, and I do like it. A foundation brush that stood out to me this year that I have enjoyed. And the reason is, okay, so in 2020, some things came to an end, which pushed me to do something different. So in 2020, Sigma sent me a notification that our contract was up, and therefore I didn't feel the obligation to say Sigma, 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 Sigma in all of my videos, and try to focus on just using their brushes. So the contract, and it really didn't amount to anything for me anyway, because I guess I had a contract with them for 2 years. I don't know how long I did. I don't know how long. Maybe one. I don't know. Maybe it was just 1 year. Anyway, I sold very few brushes. So it really didn't make any difference. It was, with that said, I was using the 3D HD brush for my foundation all the time, which is a good brush, when I was under contract with Sigma. When they sent me that notice and said my contract was up, I started using the Mally dual fiber brush, and I really enjoyed this brush this year. I pulled my kit in here. This is my makeup kit. It's a Zucca. It's got light up wheels. Here's if we can. And I brought this in here so that I could go through what I used the most in my kit this year. Being that in 2020 we were under socialist rule, I didn't have nearly as many clients as I usually have. I pulled out my lip pouch. This is the pouch that has my lip stuff in it. And I used something that's in here that I used a lot, is this Marc Jacobs. I can't see it. I don't know where my glasses are. Hold on, let me go find my glasses. Is this Marc Jacobs gloss in Shine a Light Enamored. And what I like to do is line their lip with the color I want their lip to be. And then this gloss went well. It was comfortable. And it just it made their lips three-dimensional. It was comfortable. It's a pleasant gloss to wear because it's minty. And it just made their lips dimensional. So I bet I use this product the most this year. Not that I did that many clients anyway. And the lip pen, okay, with that, okay, while we're on lips, I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of choices in there, but that is the one I use the most in that bag. For my clients, my eyelashes didn't change much. I use the Ardell Demi Wispies all the time. And the glue I use is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive that comes in a thingbobber like this. It's the simplest thing. I don't think, does it have a brush or is it little, yeah, it's got a little brush on it. So, yeah, Demi Wispies is the lashes I use on my clients the most. For myself, well, he always does something loud while I'm filming. I discovered the Gypsy 906 lashes. The first part of the year I used those a lot. And then the same person that when they say they don't like something, I go try it out. There was a lash that she really liked, and I don't remember why I got it. I can't remember what the situation, maybe I was shopping on Madame Madeline and I needed an extra pack to get free shipping. I don't know, something like that. And I got the Kiss Faux Mink Lashes in the style Jubilee. So the second half of the year, that's what I've been wearing. All right, in this bag, I have three of these pouches. Because I guess Jefree Star and Morphe broke up, so they put all his stuff on clearance. And so I bought one. Really liked the brushes, and so then I ordered another one. And then, God, that's annoying, the shop vac. Then they marked it down even more, and so I ordered another one. So most bought brushes this year was the Jefree Star. Okay. The lip pencil that I use the most, we're getting to that. Oh, the mascaras that I used the most this year were the McGrath mascaras. Both the Dark Star and Fetish Eye. I used up all of Fetish Eye, and I think I threw that container away. But the Dark Star mascara, that stands out to me. I know I listed that in the description box over and over. The lip pencils that I used the most this year were the Pillow Talk in the regular Pillow Talk, the original one, and the medium one. And the other lip pencil that I used a lot on my clients is the Haus Laboratory in Myth. So these are the pencils I used the most often this year. The foundation. I guess the the first part of the, I can't say what foundation I used. I used the, in an effort to use up some foundations, I used the Youngblood Mineral Foundation a lot. It's not, I don't know what is my favorite foundation. I bought a Chantecaille this year. I liked it okay. I think I really liked the NARS Soft Matte over a moisturizer. But in my kit, I used the McGrath primer and foundation repeatedly, on repeat. And I used the Patrick Ta Oh She's Different blush over and over on clients this year. I used the Hourglass concealer over and over this year. And then when I didn't use that, I used the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color, I think it's Custard, Creme Brulee. And this corrector, if I really needed to brighten, from Chanel. And it is, I'll put it in the description box. It's the lightest and pinkest. I love the P. Louise. If I had to say a favorite eyeshadow primer, I would say it's the P. Louise. For personally under the eyes, I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind over and over, and I repeatedly buy them and put them in a drawer over here because I don't want to run out of this. And I was setting my clients with the Hourglass Veil, and personal under eyes, I was setting with the Laura Mercier Translucent, the original one. Then I got the yellow one. I have a sample of that. These samples are really generous and they last a while. And with that said, another discovery this year was the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. Because my contract was up with Sigma, I used to only name this one Soft Blend Concealer Brush number 64 from Sigma. Because the contract ended, I wasn't obligated to say Sigma anymore. So I pulled out this e.l.f. brush, only $4. And I blended my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and set under my eyes with this. And I was using the original translucent powder under my eyes until I placed an order and the honey was choice. The honey Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I ordered the sample, and since it doesn't close good, I probably should get through it. So I put the translucent original in my kit, and I can, when I have someone that needs me to bump up their brightening under their eyes, I use that instead of the Hourglass. For winged liner this year, I used the Maybelline Maybelline Eye Studio. I feel like I was using the Tom Ford eye defining pen, and it sets up and stays really well. But I feel like I was working maybe working too hard to get it off and irritating my eyelids. I don't know. But for whatever reason, I switched over to the gel, and I've been using the Jefree, that's not it. The Jefree Star liner brush to put it on. It's a really good brush if you want to practice, or you want to simplify, or you want to try something new to make a nice wing. These two tools, the Maybelline Eye Studio Blackest Black gel with the Jefree Star. I don't want to open a new pack. The Jefree Star liner brush. I'll show it to you. There it is. This brush right here is one of the reasons why I bought 3 of the Jefree Star eye brush kits. Need to leave that out so I can wash those brushes. My setting sprays that I used the most this year is this one, the Morphe, and the Charlotte Tilbury. And after I spray my client with the setting spray, I dry their face with this. Okie dokie. And I have a sleeve from the last fan I had. The fan I had before, some drunk bridesmaids got a hold of it and tore it up. Eye pencil that I like to have both a gel Eye Studio gel liner for my clients, and I like to have a pencil. I go back and forth between the two, depending on whether I'm putting the liner on before the false lashes or going back and blending the lash band with, you know, dotting the lash band with liner to make it blend. When I'm putting liner on to make the lash band blend, I use the gel liner, and the first layer is a black pencil. And this is the black pencil I discovered this year. It's by Palladio, and it's a waterproof black, pure black liner. And I got this at Sally's, so that's in my kit. This year, let's see, up until I got this, the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, I was using the Kevin Aucoin bronzer from the Beauty Book, or Book of Beauty. It was a collection of little palettes that was like in a CD case. A vault, like when you get a CD collection, it comes in a box and it looks like a little library. Anyway, Kevin Aucoin makes this is 2 of them right here. Making Faces Beauty Book. And these are 2 of them. And up until I got this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, I was using this bronzer on all my clients. And if I remember, and the blush that I was using before I got the Oh She's Different by Patrick Ta, the blush I was using most often, probably it's in my last year's favorites, were these. It's got a cool and a warm. And I need to not put that back in my case because it's broken. I'll retire those. So, if I want, so I have one client that I just use this to just warm up her face. And because she's angular, so she doesn't need to be contoured. But if I have a client that needs to be contoured, I use the Sigma. It's called Sigma Sculpt Highlight and Contour Palette. And then to highlight my clients, I have this palette. It is the Chroma Glow by Sigma. So the ambrosia in this is just a pink kind of glossy look, wet look. And this one, the Lush, is a good highlight for dark skin. That's why I carry that, because I have a lot of, it gives me a lot of choices. And I can use it for other things other than just cheek highlight. With my eyeshadow palettes this year, I use a lot of different eyeshadow palettes when I'm doing videos for y'all. But in my kit, I carry the One by Lawless and the Scott Barnes Snatchel. Depending on what kind of look my client wants. If she's a blue-eyed blonde and she wants a warm bronzy look on her eyes, I use the Scott Barnes palette. If she wants a cooler look, pinky tones, rosy tones, I usually go for this one. Although it does have some warm shadows in it, this is the one I use for my cooler looks. So these are my most, I guess all of 2020, I carried these two palettes in my kit. I bet I used the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette and the Natasha Denona Bronze palette the most on myself. My favorite eyelash primer this year, I think I figured it out. I figured out that my favorite eyelash primer is the Lancome Seals Booster. Enough that I used every one of my samples and then went out and bought the full size. Brow glue, brow gel. My favorite brow gel is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I used up a full size one and bought two small ones. A small one for here at my vanity and another one for my kit. My favorite lipstick this year, I discovered late in the year. Well, there's several. The Charlotte Tilbury Kim K, the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW, the Tom Ford Spanish Pink, and the Note Lingerie Pink. It broke off. I keep using it off the side of the tube to get all the little bits off. I found where to order another one. I'll list that in the description box. I ordered, because I like Annie Lawless. Wow, let's see how all these are the same. So I evidently like a really pale lip. Because I like Annie Lawless, I don't know why I like her. I probably wouldn't like her if I knew her in person. I do not like the way her lipstick smells. Just smells like product. It smells dusty. I bet I would like it better if I just wore a gloss over it. It's pretty dry. It's pretty matte. It's supposed to be. I love the Kim KW. It's dimensional. I've had a lot of coffee. It's dimensional. It's an interesting lipstick. And then Pat got me the Spanish pink, and I can't remember what the occasion was. I'm still using it off the side. It's a soft lipstick in it. I broke it off. So those were my favorite lipsticks this year. Favorite beauty oil, the La Mer Renewal Oil. Love this. It smells so good. You can use it under makeup. You can use it in the ends of your hair. You can use it as a cuticle oil. Love this stuff. What was my favorite primer this year? Which primer did I use the most? Probably the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. It's probably the one I used the most this year on myself. The one that I used the most on my clients when I didn't use airbrush on them was the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection. Favorite hair serum to blow dry my hair is still the Redken Frizz Dismiss. This year I have used this a lot right here in my crown area where my hair wants to be flat all the time. I use this the Aveda Volumizing Tonic. I mentioned that quite a few times this year. Another blow dry product that I use a lot to get volume in my crown is this Invisible Wear Volume Whip. It keeps your hair from being frizzy, yet gives it volume. The contour bronzer product that I keep on my vanity that I used the most this year was the Fenty Cocoa Naughty. I would say the least disappointing brand this year has been Fenty. I don't think I have anything or have bought anything. And the reason I say have anything is I've had I think it was Lords that sent me some Fenty. This was something maybe she sent. I think she sent me this. It is the Sandcastle Highlight. So the Fenty products, the lip gloss, what else? Oh yeah, the palettes, the eyeshadow palettes, the mascara. I don't think I own anything by Fenty that has been just a complete disappointment. The brow product, oh, I went through a whole Tom Ford brow pencil. I can't remember what it was called, but I did not replace it because there are too many other options without spending that amount of money on a brow pencil. what was the color I got? Anyway, Pat got me that for my birthday, and I liked it a lot. I liked it so much I put it in my kit and used it on some of my VIP, on my VIP client. All right, I think that about wraps it up. If there's a category of favorites in the way of beauty that I didn't cover, let me know in the comments, and we'll take up this subject again in another video. Thank you so much for watching. I know you can tell that I was procrastinating, and I really didn't want to do this video, but I felt like I should. Y'all have a great day. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe, activate the notification bell, give a thumbs up, comment, and share this video with a friend. Y'all have a great evening. Ta-ta.